Let me bang.
I do let you bang. Hey,
let me bang you, James, man.
I let you bang. I let you bang.
Greetings, marriage and virgins.
Go for Jesus. No forget Jesus, people.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again for your favorite mixed martial arts podcast. Recording out of Los Angeles, California, it's MMA Roasted with Adam Hunter.
What's up, people? Welcome to a brand new MMA Roasted podcast. It's me. I'm Adam Hunter. It's the last podcast of the year. We have Bill Dawes is with us. We have Jason Mayhem Miller, who is, we have his chair at least. Don Frye was in the hospital for 6 days. I think he's out. And we'll see if McCorkle shows up. So once again, we have the perfect podcast as always. We are very organized. The last day of the last day of the year, 2025. I'm trying to get into a better spot because here we go. Oh, I got the kid. I'm going to Mexico tomorrow. I did like a private show for this guy, and he was like, I want to take you to Mexico, New Year's. I'll have the whole family come, Cabo, stay in my mansion. I'll pay you X, Y. So we're doing that. So if I never see anyone again.
Is he flying you like in a private jet type of thing?
He has his own private jet, but he's flying as Delta. But of course, right now, like the cat is sick. The cat keeps throwing up. Threw up all over me. There's like a flood warning. So one of our bunnies got bit in the nose by another bunny. So it's like in our bathroom downstairs. Like we're just trying to get everything organized, and it's like
what, your bunny got bit by one of your own bunnies or a random bunny?
No, but one of our old bunnies got into a fight, and the bunny that got bit is like blind. So it wasn't even really a fair fight, to be honest. So now he's in our bathroom downstairs. It's just like you know how like you watch those like 80s movies with like Steve Martin or something, and the whole family's running around, or like the beginning of Home Alone and all this stuff. That's like my house all the time. Where everyone's just running around. But I'm happy that Jason is here and you're naked as well. And
always, baby.
Yeah. How are you doing now? You got promoted to like double black belt now or something, or triple?
No,
black
I just got my first stripe. Once you get to the black belt, if you're remotely active, they just give you stripes based on how old you get.
But who gives you the stripe?
My sensei, my master.
So he just watches you roll and go, you should get a second stripe or.
It's 3 years since my black belt, basically.
Wow, got it. Because I seem to know people that like take like 4 years off and come back and get promoted to a belt. Like, how does that work?
Yeah, they're not really supposed to do that. You're supposed to maintain, and also people who get like coral belts or red belts, you're supposed to be elevating the game of jiu-jitsu at that level. You're supposed to be contribute to this, and I'm never going to contribute to the sport. So I don't, even if I'm 90 years old, I shouldn't be getting a coral belt.
Wait, how are you contributing to the sport? Like how?
Well, either you open a dojo, you're teaching, you become like a missionary for jiu-jitsu.
Got it. McCorkle's here. Sean, how are you?
I've been better. Do I look feverish? Because I am.
Oh God, what's going on?
I don't know, dude. I went to I don't know. I had some swollen lymph nodes. Or maybe I just have huge balls. No, I've had some swollen lymph nodes the other day. Haven't been feeling good for a couple of days. I go to the prompt care place. They give me some antibiotic, and they're kind of like, "Boy, we hope this isn't staph or MRSA." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." So
how would you get MRSA? You like but you don't train or roll or anything.
I don't know. It's probably sexually transmitted. I was working on a Bruce Buffer joke, but I had nothing. No. So I called them after 3 days. I called them. I'm like, "Hey, I'm not really getting any better. It's kind of getting worse." I have like patches of my skin that seem like they're infected. It's weird, man. And so they tell me to come in. I drive 45 minutes to get there. I walk in. They say, yeah, she said you should just go to the ER instead, like the nurse practitioner. Sure. And I was like, number one, I didn't know she wasn't a doctor when I came here. Number two, why would you have me drive all the way here if you're going to send me to the ER? And I said, can I just see her and then have her give her opinion? She goes, no, she just wants you to go to the ER. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not doing that. So like, can I go ahead and I made an appointment. Can I see her? Like, nope. So I've just been rolling the dice and toughing it out. So we'll see what happens.
You know what's crazy is, Jason, I'm so happy you're here because I was going to cancel the podcast today, and I was like, you know what? Like, we all have so much stuff going on, and then Jason's like, no, we're doing it. He's always like the guy. He's the best. He's such a motivator.
Listen, no. You see, what you don't realize, sir, is that you are the motivator because I am the type of person that reacts, but you're the type of person to make a plan and whatever. Like, I'm like, bro, so the 3 or 4 days ago where you made me make plans, that's the motivator. Because once the plan is made and now it's time to execute it, I'm the executor.
Got it. Well, no, because I was going to be, anyway, the point was I was going to be like, you know what, guys, let's just do it next year. And Jason's like, what? No. And then I see his chair for 10 minutes. I was like, that would have been the best.
I was listening for the Zoom call to start, but I was on the toilet.
Oh, it happens. So, all right. So you missed. So McCorkle showed up, but he has staph infection. He's the only guy that gets staph when not rolling. When he's training, he's fine. But then he takes 10 years off and gets MRSA.
Congrats, Sean. He moved up on the MMA Roasted death pool, so that's good.
All right. Yeah, finally I'm going to get cashed the fuck out. Now that Don survived his latest catastrophe.
Dude, you know what's crazy is that last Sunday, I'm like, when you buy flights right now are out of control. They were a couple of months ago. Like I went to get from LA to Springfield, Missouri and back. It was like $900, right? Yeah. It was some kind of crazy number. And then I had to take 3 flights, and one of them was like a layover from midnight to 8 a.m. in Vegas, right? So I'm like,
good God.
It was either that or like $2,000. It was the next available one. So I do it, and I'm like, you know what? So I call the airline. I'm like, hey, can I get an earlier flight, standby? Well, you can't do it over the phone, but if you show up, you could do standby, and they might. So I get up at 4:00 in the morning. I don't go to sleep. Go there. They're like, hey, you could do standby, but only for the next flight. So we can only get you from. So I know I'm going from Springfield, Missouri, to Dallas, to Vegas, to LA, and they're only getting me standby to the next flight. So then I finally get to Vegas, right? And I'm like, they're like, because your flight's the next day, we don't do standbys. And I'm like, the whole point was for me to get an earlier. And then the guy's like, well, I could sell you a first class ticket for $4,000 right now if you want. I actually said fuck off. Normally I don't say fuck off, but I was at the point where I'm like, really, the $4,000 first class ticket, dude. So then I finally get in. I have to go check in. I sprint. I'm running. I'm sweating. I'm knocking everyone over. I'm like, I gotta see my kid. And I want to see my wife and my kid. I get in, and then my wife's like, the key is it's in the bunny cage in the back, which now is not going to be there anymore because I told everyone, right? So now I'm looking around for the bunny, for the key. They're like, maybe the rats that are in the bunny cage might have moved the key. Like, dude, I fucking live in Ratatouille, So now, and then of course I get diarrhea, right when that comes, and I'm locked out. So completely shit my fucking pants. Like, I have to fucking climb in through the window. The fucking dog, my dog usually smells your butt. And you're like, get away from me. But now it has another fucking huge Great Pyrenees is following me up the stairs. And I can't use the bathroom downstairs because we have a sick bunny in there who took up the bathroom because one of the bunnies bit him in the nose. Dude, so then I finally get to sleep, and my daughter is like, Daddy, play with me, screaming in my ear after 25 minutes. And she comes home, and I'm like, just give me an hour. And then Bree's like, well, don't come home early if you're not going to play with the kid. But anyway, so I'm like, I can't wait to tell this story in the podcast, but I know as soon as I do, fucking Mayhem is gonna go, oh yeah, try being locked up.
Listen, you guys missed it last week where I fucking MMA roasted Adam for being a pussy about air travel, because one time I sat on a bus for 10 days straight, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no Greyhound either. It was the Grey Goose. So you know what I mean?
There's something worse than Greyhound.
Let me just stop you right there, because I have been marinating and fuming on this since the beginning of this story. The standby thing, your fault. This guy spends 98% of his life in the airport and pretends he doesn't understand the airport. It's like a weird What's up with airplane peanuts? He's stuck in the freaking Seinfeld era of his comedic life where he has to shit on the airport every chance he gets because he lives in the airport, a place that most Americans have never been to. So count your blessings, young man.
That's only you because you can't leave the state. All right, what? It's only you because you can't leave the state. All right.
Got me there, but guess what? I'm free from paperwork. Guess what? Ain't John Q. Law allowed to follow me no freaking where, even though my FBI agent pounds off to all my search history. Look, the mayhem version of that story of you breaking into your own house, okay? Firstly, my house is never locked because I still got a mean push kick. All right? My house is never locked. Secondly, if I'm going back there and got diarrhea in the bunny cages, guess what my toilet paper is going to be?
The bunny?
Sorry, wifey. Hey, your white bunny is now a brown bunny. No big deal, okay? That's on the second on the agenda.
You're
Third, hey, don't come home early if you're not going to play with your kid.
Okay, just give me a fucking hour or two. Number one,
I know.
to sleep.
Hey, listen, bro. Most Hollywood.
No, it used to be standby all the way through. They would put you on standby in 4 flights.
I know,
and that's what the lady told me. She's like, "Oh, they should have done that." They don't. The airline doesn't even know what they're doing because they're like, "Oh, well, call the number. You call the number. I can't help you because it's a basic economy flight."
Yeah, have you not figured out? I know. Have you not figured out that that's the whole scheme? Like. Most of customer service job is to be nice to you, but not help you. It's like to let you exhaust. Like you're the only person that talks to customer service all the way through and has the stick-to-itiveness and mental focus to be able to stay on the phone without cussing at them. Because the minute you cuss, they hang up in your face, and that's what they want. All right. So you know this about them. Customer service is a scheme.
Sean,
they just want you to hang up.
Anything you want to contribute to this, Sean?
Oh, I've been waiting since you said that they offered you a first class ticket to say that if they knew you, they would have offered you a no class ticket. But
hey, but that's also, you guys did a fat Albert joke. That's amazing.
Yeah. The privilege showcased with Adam Hunter being offered the $4,000 ticket. To me,
they offered to sell it to me.
That's what I mean. What I mean. They wouldn't even offer to sell it to me. They'd be like, "Go kick down rocks to the Greyhound station."
Meanwhile, all right. Meanwhile, a guy with real problems is here. Don Frye is here. Don Frye, you're alive. Oh, man. Holy shit. Yeah. How come Don gets out of the hospital and then everyone starts posting that you're in the hospital?
Yeah. What's that again now? I didn't hear. How
come you got out of the hospital, but then everyone started posting that you're in the hospital the day you got out?
I don't know. People are a little late. I guess my Wi-Fi is real slow. You know.
So what? You were in the hospital for 6 days. What happened?
Yeah. Temporary heart failure. So, chronic heart failure.
Wait, did you die and come back type of thing?
No, I didn't die. No, I can't die. Nobody, no. Hell, heaven don't want me. Hell's afraid I'll take over. So nobody wants me.
First of all, no one has more heart than the great Don Frye. But did your heart stop beating? What happened?
I just couldn't breathe. Last 3-4 months, I've been slowing down. A lot, and then last 3 weeks, I was having trouble breathing and moving and all that. And then it just got to the point where I couldn't get any air. So we had to go. My daughter, Gary Goodrich, came down, and he was here with a couple of guys. We were going to do some more filming and stuff. And then he backstabbed me. He called up my oldest daughter, Katie. And Katie come over, and he threw me in the pickup truck and forced me to go to the hospital.
Gary Goodrich did this?
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good. Wow. That now did you? But he's the one that kicked you in the head to like make it so that your heart stopped. Like, is this his way of like?
Yeah, making up for it. Yeah, exactly.
Now, is this your hot daughter? That's the pole dancing champion.
Yes.
God bless her heart.
That's awesome. Did everyone at the hospital, were they all trying to like hook up with your daughter or no?
No, she's a little rough. She's a little mean. She's mean. I'll tell you, she don't put up with any bullshit.
But now you got a haircut. Did they make you cut your hair at the hospital?
No, my girlfriend just did it. Right now, that's why I was late. You know that old fantasy you have of with the hairdresser. So we were, getting the cut, and then I had to give her a tip.
Did your girlfriend dress you? You have buttons on your shirt, Don. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know. It's nice shit.
Yeah. he looks like a Miami Coke dealer in the 80s.
Well, it was crazy because I saw that and I called you. You're like, yeah, I've been out of the hospital for 3 days. And then all of a sudden I go on Facebook and Dan Severn and everyone's like,
Henzo Gracie, yeah.
Don's in bad shape and this and that. And I was like, damn, dude. Were you worried about Don?
Yeah, of course. But like, what the hell are you supposed to do? Fucking send thoughts and prayers from the goddamn internet? I know. I was fired up. But then I already got up to the minute updates where Don's out of the fucking hospital. Saying, what the hell? Don just texted us. He's fine. He's back. He's okay. So yeah, I was confused too. I'm like, everybody's doing a fucking weird ass, I don't know, scheme. So I thought they were trying to get my credit card number. I was like, he's not in the hospital. He's here right now.
Oh, collecting the fund for me.
This guy's GoFundMe. Hey, it's a GoFundMe with whiskey and cigars.
Yeah.
And a new pickup truck.
Now we haven't been on the show since the Jake Paul fight. We haven't discussed it. I talked to Don a little bit on the phone. You said you couldn't believe that Joshua carried him the first couple rounds. How long he carried him for?
Yeah.
Is that what you believe, Don?
Hell yeah, he carried him. If it was a real fight, Josh would have knocked his ass out in a minute. You can tell he just had too much power, too much height, too much reach. He's a pro fighter. Jake Paul's not a pro fighter. He just, he's a used car salesman is what he is. And everybody bought the used car.
Yep.
Mayhem?
I mean, look, I'd get a Toyota Celica from him. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a bad shape of the face. It's something about the charisma in the guy is why he sells so much tickets. Look, it's exactly, you guys weren't on the show when I made my bold prediction that the real key to the fight was going to be wrestling. And that's what happened. He fucking wrestled him. I was like constantly saying he's going to wrestle him. He's like, there's no way. Look, because I'm just looking at it as Coach Mayhem. I put my Coach Mayhem hat on and I go, look at this giant monster that we're going to fight, Jake Paul. How do we do this? Going to run away and wrestle him. Run away and wrestle him. Wrestle him. Wrestle him. And that's what he did. And if you notice, he got a couple of punches. This amateur boxer, like Don said, to be fair, not a very accomplished boxer, but a boxer nonetheless. He got a couple of good shots on Joshua before his jaw was crushed into infinity stones. Yeah. But, I thought, yeah, maybe not carried him so much, but was bewildered by the lack of boxing in the first round. Like, how the fuck do you box a guy who is doing sprints around the ring? And
that's
then
what Sean, it's funny that Sean used to tell me that. McCorkle, I was thinking about you during the fight because you were like, the toughest guys you had to box with were the smaller guys who ran the whole time, just catching them, right? Is that what you were thinking, Sean?
Yeah, I was, I think they both should be embarrassed. But Anthony Joshua, I was shocked at how athletic and how I've seen him box before, but maybe you have to put him up against a guy who's not a good boxer to see just how skilled he is. Like he's the best, most athletic heavyweight, I think, since like Lennox Lewis, man. Like that dude can move, he can punch. I guess he's got no chin. I did think it was hilarious when Jake Paul hit him with that one big right. I was like, dude, if he knocks him out after this shit show, like when he with that right hand, because that right hand was legit that he landed.
Yeah.
If he knocked him out, it would just be proof that bulls buy souls at a hefty price.
Well, speaking of,
yeah.
Speaking of, that story continues. It becomes like a weird conspiracy sadness where they were out in Nigeria and wrecked the car. He lost his coach. He lost his best friend. It's a fucking nightmare. Like that's like a strange, the balancing of the karmic scales, or I don't know what the hell that is.
What is that? What happened, Jason? I missed that part.
Okay, Anthony Joshua was out there in Nigeria celebrating his victory, having fun. You know what I mean? The dollar goes even farther out there, and they're like living like kings already in Western world. They're out there doing something, and I guess they went to overtake a car that was going slow and slammed into a parked car, or a car broke down on the side of the road, killing his coach and his best friend. Right? Training partner or something. He's in the back seat getting ripped out of there looking like he's in terrible pain. So this guy just went from the mountain of Olympus to damn depths of hell suddenly. Because, you know, how do you lose your friends and training partners right after making all that money, dude? It's a nightmare.
So and then you have idiots like Bryce Mitchell going, well, when you fight Jake Paul, you either throw the fight or he kills you.
I was getting to that. Friends. Yeah, I was getting to that because Bryce Hall is like
Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell,
my bad. Bryce Hall is the cool guy in Vegas, right? Yeah, Bryce Mitchell is the dumb guy in Arkansas. Buddy, I gotta tell you, Bryce, you're dumb. Educate yourself, bro. Pretend to be a little smarter. I don't know. How do you go, this guy, look, believing in Jesus and being a retard is not the same thing, okay? Like, please get smart, bro. Get smart. Jesus doesn't want you to be dumb, Bryce. Jesus wants you to be smart. Go learn some stuff. Look at the world with the damn a bigger lens, man. I don't know.
Even if you believe that, right? And a lot of people probably have conspiracies. You don't have to announce it to everybody.
No, you do. If you're Bryce, bro, that's his whole spiel, bro. He loves the attention on the internet. And bro, since he's a decent fighter, he get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
But what he's saying, this, bro, is extremely hurtful to Joshua and his family, to Jake Paul and his family. Like, bro, this is like saying something really.
But don't you think? Do you as an MMA fighter? I know it's not like an MMA community, but do you feel like in some ways that you're just like he makes all the MMA fighters look bad because
he makes human beings look bad, bro. This guy is an idiot. Like cannot believe that this guy can tie his shoes. Like he always comes with the worst takes. Always comes with the worst takes. Consistently bad. The earth is flat. Let me just go over the ones in my head. Earth is flat. Okay. All right. Harmless, right? Harmless. Or, Earth is 2,000 years old and flat. Okay. Harmless, right? Hitler's not a bad guy. What? Bro, harmful. Getting harmful now. Anthony Joshua was murdered by Jake Paul. Bryce Mitchell's an idiot.
There's way more than those. It's like
I know. I'm just scratching the surface. Those are off the tip of my dome.
So Bryce Mitchell said that Jake Paul murdered him?
No,
basically, he said it's a curse.
Basically, if you either lose to him or he kills you and your two best friends.
Oh, so he says it's like karma. So he's like the flat earthers say, what goes across.
No, he didn't really say there wasn't a karma thing.
You missed my great joke. What goes across comes across. Flat earthers? No. Okay. Anyway,
go on.
Good joke. It was a good joke. Sorry. No, he didn't necessarily. If he would have said karma, I don't even know. There's really no way to defend this other than people were like, you know what? He really believes this. But is that really? But is that?
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that I will respect about Bryce Mitchell is that he has the courage to say all his stupid stuff. Like that to me is something as a comedian. You know what I mean? I'm like thinking like I really need this level of don't give a fuck. Like just say whatever I feel.
Let's say somebody dies. And you're like, well, the person was a piece of shit. Yeah, you have the courage to say that, but at the same time, is that real courage if you're making people who are grieving, or is the courage to go, hey, I actually feel this, but maybe I should.
What you're describing is like decency. You know what I'm saying? And then he don't got that much of that. Yeah, he got a lot of, it's like it's just, and honestly, I'm giving him guff, but he's a young guy and hasn't had a lot of experience in the world outside of Arkansas. So I get it that his worldview is very like tiny, and it's pretty much like a few internet websites that have brainwashed this guy into be a militant idiot.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're giving, yeah. But by the way, if you guys want to see a great wrestling documentary, Don Frye, and it made me think about you. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called The Raven Effect. Don, you ever work with Raven?
No.
You know who he is?
Yeah.
So
yeah, good guy.
He's basically this wrestler that was like a great athlete, kind of a frat guy. He became like a male stripper. Loved WWE wrestling, right? Loved WWE wrestling, and I'm butchering it, but basically the WWE was like, "You're not big enough." Vince is like, "You're not big enough, but you have a great mind. We're gonna hire you just as a guy to help book and create storylines and this and that." And then he was like, went under like Scotty the Body and a bunch of different names. And then all of a sudden he became like the first anti-hero in wrestling, where like, we're going to make you into like 9 Inch Nails, Trent Reznor, Darkness. And that was his gimmick, where he was abused. So he would go into the wrestling ring and just sit there and pout in the corner and go, "What about me? What about Raven?" While his friends beat the shit out of whoever was wrestling. And it's hilarious. But the amount of drugs, steroids, his friend, the Sandman, like OD'd on the way to a match, and then they pronounced him dead, and then he showed up. Like, just fucking nonsense that this guy went through, but it's entertaining as hell.
Wait, was the dead guy partners with Undertaker?
It was the Sandman. Yeah, this guy Raven is hilarious. And then he was in ECW, where people like bring in frying pans, like the audience brings in frying pans and sticks.
So
and
he was the first emo wrestler. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
okay.
First emo wrestler, and it's a hilarious, and you just can't believe. Don, did you ever get into that kind of wrestling where like they had frying pans and not like?
No, thank goodness, I got enough trouble, if guy broke my neck, shit. Frying pan would have been better.
How did you break your neck, Don? What was the move that broke your neck?
I was just on my hands and knees. We did something, and like he punched me or something. I went down on my hands and knees, and then he stomped me in the back of the neck.
Damn.
And he stomped a little bit too hard. I heard him crunch. I go, that's not good.
Who was it?
Some Japanese guy who I'd like to kill.
Mayhem, I'm surprised you never got into WWE wrestling.
Well, I don't know. I have a very different, at the time that I was able to do that, I had a very different view on sports entertainment and wrestling. I didn't think that the current, like back then, I was like, I don't know. I don't want to do this kind of thing where like Dawn was talking about, do a fake thing and get stomped on my head. I would rather have done like a kind of a mixed martial arts work. And I pitched that at them back in 2012 or 11 or whatever. And they were like, no, like they were, ew. Like they were like, no, your UFC is UFC. You're going to come here and get on board with our thing. And I was like, nah, like, no. And then I was right. AEW come to take over the damn game with MMA Works. Like, it's like AEW is now like the hot property, like the cool thing. Yeah. And WWE has kind of like become the establishment. So yeah, there was a market out there for it. And I think it might be growing. But I don't know. I wasn't into it. You'd think that would be perfect, but it was like I went and left one monopoly to go to another monopoly. I was like, no. I have a different idea. And then I haven't put any effort towards that thing now. So now I'm just like this weird talking head on a damn computer box. You look like your wife is about to hit you with the frying pan.
What's going on?
She's fighting me. Is there any way you could pause for like 1 minute, or do I just have to?
At the cat, where is she?
She's in the bedroom. Or do I have to just figure it out?
If you can figure it out, it'd be great.
Hey, don't tell her that I use the bunnies as toilet paper.
I told him how I pooped outside my pants, and he said he would have just used the bunny to wipe my ass.
On Mayhem jokes that don't go good with the ladies.
No, that was hilarious. Game time. NFL playoffs. One of the greatest things you can do is go to an NFL playoff game, okay? You get to go with other fans. You have fun. You take your family. Listen, Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets for events even easier. Game Time filters out the fluff to show you only the incredible deals on great seats. You don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets to find the best value, okay? Make it you can save time, and saving time is money. Time is valuable, all right? You pick an upcoming game, you browse through the ticket deals on Game Time Picks, and it's so easy. I do it all the time. I go to concerts on with Game Time. I go to NFL games. I go to WNBA games. Okay, you can go to MMA events. All right, they have curated deals that make it easier to find the best price to get great seats. They have the super deal, which is the best value for that event. You get the seat views, so you don't like stuck behind a goalpost or you're sitting in the parking lot, whatever it is. They have the lowest price guarantee, and they have event cancellation protection, job loss protection, etc. All right, go to Game Time Picks. All right, they make it easier for sports, concerts, comedy, theater. They have all-in pricing. You get the seat views, you get ticket coverage, and you get the lowest price guarantee, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. What are you waiting for, people? Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. That's right. Create an account, redeem your code CLNS for $20 off. All right. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. I'm telling you, it's awesome. You're going to thank me later. Check it out right now. But no, I was like, at one point, Raven went up against the Sandman and people were joining Raven's flock, and the Sandman's real 7-year-old joined Raven and like took over and became possessed by this guy. I mean, these storylines were
I missed all this. This is like, yeah, that's interesting.
It was an ECW. It was like almost like independent wrestling that became like rock star. And Billy Corrigan produced the whole documentary from the Smash.
Bro, you want to be on my Vice doc? They're like have a whole thing about us on the Vice. Of
course,
they called me up. I knew you would. And I was afraid of that. Actually, I shouldn't even have said anything. You need to be on there, bro.
I have so many Mayhem. Are you going to reenact the story about when you did the podcast and the guy pulled a gun on you?
What the hell?
And then you kept doing the podcast. So Mayhem goes to a bar, and him and this guy were like, let's do a podcast here. There's some fucking drunk guy. The guy was just kind of just trying to look cool in front of Mayhem. He's like, somehow Mayhem gets his address and shows up to do a podcast. And the guy was like, get the fuck out of my house. So the guy, Mayhem, breaks into the guy's house, goes down and starts recording a podcast. So then the guy pulls a gun on him, and Mayhem's like, I'll die for this podcast. Meanwhile, there's no fucking podcast. It's not even like he's just recording.
Bro, you butcher this story worse every time.
Then the guy stabs him. The guy stabs him during the podcast. It gets
less. Yeah, okay, yeah. The short version of the story is, I told the guy to fuck off when he had a gun, got a gun away from me, he stabbed me. Yeah, fine. That's the short version.
The important part.
Yeah, you're missing the nuance and the details and the hilariousness of the story. But yeah, long story short, I got stabbed up pretty good about that.
So he gets stabbed during a podcast and keeps recording it. And the thing is, the podcast never gets released.
Yeah, never released.
After all that.
Get that podcast. Pay him. Get that footage.
The guy would be implicated in a serious crime, attempted murder, if he would release it. So he never released it.
Is there a statute of limitations on that?
Yeah, it's fine. It's 7 years. He can release it. Anyway, what the fuck? The cops showed up. They said, what happened? I said, I don't know. And I just
while were you getting stabbed? Were you doing like the reads for the ads? Like
I was
like tryhims.com. Like
It was
he's being stabbed by like the scream killer like this.
It was a while ago. It was a while ago. So I was going MeUndies, get your MeUndies. And while I was fucking bleeding out.
But yeah, I have a million.
What drugs were you on?
All of them. Yeah, yeah. Between that and then Mayhem like going to Japan and asking them to walk out with like girls dressed up as like high school schoolgirls, and they get him actual
That's
high school
every girl in
girls.
Japan.
They
in
get
his
him
defense.
actual high school schoolgirls that are like middle school kids to dance with them, and then his corner starts hitting on them during the fight, Or what about the fight where his corner brings a Bible and just starts reading the Bible while he's getting his ass kicked? He looks over and the guy starts fucking like he's on John.
No, my other corner man, the one not reading the Bible. I looked up. I was going to go for a submission in the first round. I looked up. I said, "How much time?" He said to me, "What?" Like, what the fuck? What else would I be asking you?
Or when the SWAT team is after him and he decides to hide in Rampage's hot tub because he
never mind, bro. Look, you're butchering every story, so I don't even want to have you on the documentary anymore. He's gonna give a poor oral tradition of shit that kind of happened to me, but not really.
All right. Also, during the undercard of the you guys see Tyron Woodley get knocked out or get stopped by Anderson Silva. That was that was sad. I was hoping Woodley would win, and he won the first round, but Silva just has those old man tricks of like it was like a hop, skip, and to an uppercut. That Jason, what did you think about that?
Yeah, that's like an old veteran thing. But I'm not surprised at Anderson Silva because he always was doing like slick, weird moves. You know, he's like a very super talented athlete who like worked obsessively on like wacky tricks because he had got the entire, different levels of martial arts. Like he had every kind of thing worked out where his defense, his offense, his whatever. He's got every part of the game. And he made him push himself to do even weirder things that are unexpected in the fight game. So there you go. When you're flowing and having fun and doing good, it's easy to come up with these little tactics. And he did it. Damn, that Michael Jackson uppercut was like, "What's up, moonwalker?" Bro, he should have moonwalked right off the stage after that. Damn.
Yeah, no, that really.
Tyron Woodley has to retire now, right?
I know, yeah. Like T-Dub need to, I don't know, man. Like hang him up. That was a tough one. Hopefully he got a bunch of money from it. And I was thinking about it, like I meet these OF girls that are stuck doing OF forever because they don't know how to do anything else. They don't know. So I'm like, I hope that they collect enough money to be able to stop this, but it's rare because when money come in, the mentality for a fighter is to put that shit out and get more, you know what I mean? Get exciting, do exciting stuff. So I hope T-Dub got his damn check and is holding on to it and taking care of his family, you know?
Don, what do you think, Don?
Yeah, I think it's time to retire. I mean, you can't base everybody on Anderson Silva because he's just so much farther ahead of everybody else, you know? But, I mean, he made it look so easy. And so many holes in Tyrone Woodley's game, you know, it just made him look silly.
So all right, Don Frye, I got something from one of our fans, by the way, Eric Cherry. Shout out to Eric Cherry. It goes, Don Frye, story I heard before. Seth Pazinski was fighting in the IFL on the Tucson Scorpions, which Don assembled and coached. In April, Seth flew alone to Connecticut, and Don showed up in the Connecticut airport hammered drunk. All he wanted to do is get a beer, but Connecticut stopped selling liquor, and Don made everyone keep driving around to find beer. Seth thought it was hilarious, and other guys were annoyed. Same trip, the next day, Don's drunk in a cowboy shirt and lots of turquoise jewelry sitting in the lobby with other IFL guys. Chael, Boz, Matt Horwich goes up to Don to ask him to get him a sandwich at the store. Don looks at them and exclaims, "You think this is a fucking game?" Don gets up, takes the jewelry off, ready to fight him. And Chael comes over to break it up. Don pushes some guys, and a brawl almost breaks out. Chael instigated the whole thing and sent Horwich to ask Don as a joke. Is this true?
Yeah, Chael was always pulling shit. Chael's one of a kind, man. That guy is funnier than hell, and I love him. And yeah, he's always pulling shit on somebody.
But why were you so mad about Horwich wanting you to get a sandwich for him?
Because Horowitz is a dumbass. He actually wanted me to go get him a sandwich. He wasn't in on the joke. He was the joke, and he actually thought.
Oh, he wasn't. He wasn't in on it. He was in on it.
Bro, let me go a sidebar. Let me go a sidebar to Matt Horwich town, okay? Matt Horwich, the first statement that he ever made to me after we wrestled hard for like 1 hour was, "Can you take me to Ralph's for some fresh broccoli?" And I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, I almost beat him up for that. Like, I was like, what the fuck, bro? Oh, and then I just went, yeah, I will. So Matt Horwich is like this right now is working on his degree in robotics. So he's like got a touch of the tism, more of a splash. So he doesn't get like subtleties of humor. Chael used this. He's like, and Matt Horwich is the nicest dude. Like, it has the purest heart. Like, you know what I mean? Like a baby, like a newborn babe. Like a sinless creature, even though he's in the woods. Yeah, he just doesn't realize that we're making a joke, pal.
By the way, this is the guy, if you're listening, that Mayhem had corner him. That was reading the
Bible.
That was reading the Bible. This is the guy reading the Bible. Okay. So Mayhem finds a guy with autism who reads the Bible to work his corner in a fight that he misses weight by 34 pounds. And,
42 pounds.
This is his fight thing. A fight in which he's fighting a guy named Luke Barnott, who right now, by the way, for some reason, is what's his name's right-hand man. Luke Barnott is Andrew Tate's right-hand man. He's a guy that Andrew Tate beat in kickboxing a long time ago. Luke Barnott was his big win. And now he's going around Luke Barnott. And I like Luke a lot, but Luke is like a men's life coach, basically. And he's the guy that Mayhem was supposed to fight. And Mayhem kept making promos saying, "I'm fighting Josh Barnett." So he made about 10 videos about how Josh Barnett's going to get the shit beaten out of him. Josh doesn't even know what's going on. And it's supposed to be Luke Barnott, who he misses weight, and he has Matt Horwich. So this is like 8 degrees of like all of
Hey, look, and the best part is I only did that fight because it was in Italy. I've never been to Italy, and I needed a round number. That was my 50th fight. And I was like, all right, now I'm done.
And by the way, when Mayhem went from having those like Asian girls dance and they were younger, they're adorable, like teenagers basically, to when he went to Italy, I don't know what brothel you went to find these 6 girls that were dancing in front of you. They look like they just got out of like...
Bro, they got out of the catacombs of Rome, bro. I know. Yeah. And listen, the budget shrunk. I got to tell you, late in my career, the pickings was slim.
Like halfway through the dance, some of them went to go get meth. Like they they disappeared. It was they were asking people in the audience if they wanted like turn tricks. It was
the only walkout that gave the crowd chlamydia.
All right. By the way, a fight that's going on in I don't know. Are you guys following this fight that's going on in Karate Combat? They're putting together a grappling match against Johnny Walker's brother, who won his last fight, like 6 fights in the MMA by heel hook, is fighting a guy with no legs, a wrestling champion with no legs.
Finally, someone
gonna be hard to heel hook.
Finally, somebody to step up against him.
He's gonna work on his nub hook.
The guy's name is Zion. I mean, the guy's like a legend. He was like this great wrestler who, he was this great wrestler who had no legs, great upper body strength, obviously. But here, I'll show you. This is a real thing, and it's happening in Karate Combat, but it's a jiu-jitsu match. So
was he born with no legs, or were they amputated?
He was born with no legs, and he's just like an upper body. The guy's name is, for the first time in 3 years, Walter Walker is going to have to figure out a different way to win. He's 15-1, has 4 straight first round heel hook, and he's going up against Zion Clark, who was born without legs. Hey, who's
You got to hand it to the matchmakers.
I mean, he was they have a beef.
Timeout.
Yeah.
He's going against a guy with no legs, and his name is Vaulter. Like he vaults over things.
And the other guy's name is Walker.
Walker.
Bro.
Yeah, so this is what's going on right here. Like literally, it's basically it's in karate combat, and this is the guy. Like you guys can see.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, he's got no legs. He's used his arms, and he's going a guy who wins all his fights. It's Friday the 13th, which is perfect. So Walker versus Zion in karate combat pit.
So wait, does that guy just walk around on his nubs? I mean, or does he like put like bread bags over him?
Bread bags.
I don't think he has bread bags.
He rides the dog.
He probably has like those little toes sticking out. You know what I mean? Give him balance.
Bags.
I mean, the guy is like legit though. Help me.
I know. Listen, bro, to rise to this level where everybody knows what's up, you got to be good. You know, you can't just be like a dude with no legs and not good. Like he obviously is a sick athlete and is competing in a weight class like 2 underneath what he should be.
It's a submission. It's not a karate. It's a submission.
Yeah. This is the picture of him traveling. So
I've seen the guy, of course. Yeah. This seems like something, out of a horror novel, right? Like, how do you even deal with this? Like, this guy doing spinning back fists. Oh my God, what is going on, B? Hey, look, the good news is I found the next opponent for my next fight.
Like, I mean, the guy's. This is his. See, I mean, he's got.
What the fuck?
What an amazing a spectacle of a human being, bro. I want to book him too. This guy's amazing.
But I mean, how does he? Well, the other guy has to only win. I guess he went by armbar or guillotine, right? I mean, he only has.
I mean, I hope
you can't punch or anything. Yeah.
No, it's just submission. But
he wouldn't be kicking even if it wasn't just submission. But I heard his fans are called Zionists. So I don't know. Maybe not.
A Jewish thing. Out of there was a million jokes. I mean, that was actually. But yeah, the guy won in MMA. He actually won. I think he like.
Oh shit! Let's see.
So little man.
Buddy, I mean, look, it's so beautiful to be right here at the fall of the empire. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so perfect. End of days are here.
Yeah, this is the type of shit Caligula put on.
That's what I mean. Yeah, actually, let's feed this guy to a tiger. Like, that's what Caligula would be thinking. But yeah, wait, let me see this guy grapple. What the hell, bro? You didn't.
Oh, hold on. All right, let me try to find more. So
if he had no arms, his name would be Matt.
It would be fucking sack of potatoes.
So Don is alive and ready. Okay, so here we go.
By the way, Don looks good, right? I mean, I feel like you're sitting upright. You sound pretty good. You feel a lot better.
Right.
You feel a lot better, right?
I feel a lot better. I get some air.
But I know I can't
having a lot of problems.
Hear him with Aljamain Sterling.
Let's go read the Bible and take a few pages. Take a few pages.
So here's him with Aljamain.
Aljamain trying to do a triangle.
Yeah. I mean, what else can you do against this guy?
I think Aljamain's got him here, right?
I mean, it looks like it, but you know what I'm saying? I've seen crazier things. Not lately.
I don't think I've seen anything crazier than what I'm watching right now.
I know. That was the joke. Yeah, I know. It's like so
he got
weird.
out. The guy got out.
I mean, look. Wow. You just passed by. Oh my dude, this is very interesting. I have to admit.
Yeah, baby, thank you.
What in the world?
Another arm bar. So
Don, are you getting off to this? Why did
me
you
too?
Say, yeah, baby, thank you.
Oh, omoplata.
Yeah, I got him in the Umo.
My girlfriend just gave me some cherry pie.
Oh,
you know what? To be honest, like this just shows that Aljamain Sterling is really good at grappling, and this guy, you know what I mean, is pretty good.
Why?
Well, here's the thing: is that it didn't look like he was going light with them, and he like got him in a triangle, and then immediately got him in another arm bar. Like I don't know, with legs, this guy might be able to avoid those situations, but instead, because you cannot push. A lot of it is triangle escapes and armbar escapes is pushing off the mat with your legs. He doesn't have that benefit. And what the hell is Walker thinking? Is he just like, okay, let me go smash this guy in a freak show that's going to help my legacy?
Well, I guess they've been talking shit to each other on Instagram.
Well, then how does that even start?
Well, I guess like Zion said, I bet you can't do that to me or something, or like the heel hook.
Or he ran him over with his mobility scooter or something.
And then, McCorkle, what are your thoughts to this without making a Dominic Cruz or Bruce Buffer joke?
I have nothing then. No, I was just thinking, watching that video, I think Aljamain was carrying him, and if not during the rolling, at least to the car afterward. So.
That was a very well crafted. I mean, you're a black belt, a first stripe black belt. How would you, Bill, go against Zion if you were grappling him?
God dang! I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could get him on a wrist lock because he looks like he's strong as hell. His arms are. I'm not going to be able to move his arms in a way that's going to get an armbar for me. And his neck is probably like made of steel. So what are you going to get? Is there something you can do to the nubs? Is there some sort of toe hold you can do, like a little mini toe hold? I don't know.
I mean,
what would you guys do?
I would like to see him versus like a guy and recreate the Don Frye fight against Takayama, where they just punch each other. Little guys just go at it.
I would just like to nominate myself for his robot body. You know what I mean? Like put him in my stomach like Krang, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? And just walk around, or I mean, fuck, I wouldn't even mind with my Brandon for him to be like a backpack sort of thing and just hang out with me all the time.
Like Predator Badlands. You'd have like a little thing in your back to help you fight.
He's kind of stuck because if you had a Special Olympics, he would kill everybody. So there's really no one there's no one with no legs that this guy wouldn't demolish. So he has to go against a guy with legs, right? But then the guy with arms and legs, you're like, oh, I lost to a guy with no legs.
Yeah. Maybe you got to find a guy with legs and no arms.
I mean, there's really not much of an upside to fighting him, especially if you're a UFC guy. But if your specialty is heel hooks, now you're like, okay. And Brazilians are proud people, so they're not going to say no. They're not going to back down. And then the fact that it's in karate combat, there's no karate in this at all. Is also just the whole thing is a fucking mess. But I'm definitely going to watch it.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think him and Nick Newell should get a tag team together and fight the Walker guy, and they can form like Voltron. You know what I mean? Like the two of them becoming one fighter.
I feel like Nick Newell had a lot more advantages than this guy. I mean, Nick Newell basically didn't have he had one hand, but he had like an elbow, right?
Who is Nick Newell? Is that Groiper guy?
No, that's Nick Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes.
Nick Newell is the guy that used to be in the PFL. He had one arm. And he was he went up against Justin Gaethje and lost, but he was like 13-0 up to that point. He beat a lot of guys. And he would get these guillotines that was almost impossible for you to get out of because he would grab his elbow basically and just crank.
Yeah, I remember this guy.
He was also suspected for a short time of killing Harrison Ford's wife. But
yes.
What James Krause really did tell me that he said he fought or rolled with Nick Newell and said it's an advantage to only have one arm. Like he was saying, it really is an advantage because you can't do anything against him with that arm, And then he said, take. What did he tell me? Take Justin Gaethje in the second round, something like that. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. But there was a guy, Anthony Robles, that had one leg that was wrestling, and the thing was he was in a much smaller weight class than he would have been if he had two legs, obviously. But he could bench 300 pounds because his upper body was. And then you would watch guys go for a switch on him, and there'd be no leg to hook. So you would see these guys go, if you do the switch 9 million times, you're used to doing a switch, and all of a sudden there's nothing back there. There's something to be said. By the way, did you guys watch the Andrew Tate boxing match?
No.
What? Why would I watch it? I watched the highlights of him looking ridiculous.
So obviously we know Andrew Tate is. So his whole thing was he was a kickboxing world champion, according to him, right? And he looked pretty bad. It looked very bad in the ring against a guy who was an influencer athlete who's now 5-2, just basically started boxing 2 years ago. And a lot of people are now saying, a lot of, like Sam Alvey, a lot of these guys are saying that anyone could just be a world champion because these organizations are like, you're the world champion.
Yeah.
But you're not really the world champion because it's just, they just say you're the world champion.
And who would have thought that like smoking cigars and banging Romanian hookers for 10 years would be a bad training camp? I don't know why we thought the top G, you know what I'm saying, would how about, being imprisoned inside of your OnlyFans dungeon for a couple of years? I don't think the best guys in the world are training over there.
But he never looked good in any of his fights. He always looked like he
So he was never really a good kickboxer?
I mean, dude, no, not really. Like,
I think he was better than average, but world champion is not even in the realm. Like I like, from what it looks like, I feel like he'd be a purple belt saying he's a world champion black belt.
It's just amazing though. To me, this is more important for us to like view this through the lens of how did everyone get brainwashed and tricked into thinking that guy was the most important guy to listen to, because his whole statements were like, I don't know, just propaganda for himself. Like, he just made this up.
Confidence, Jason.
Yeah, he just made it all up. He's like, okay, well, I was regional champion of the world. You know what I'm saying? So let me now go to the next level and rent some Ferraris. Now let me get some girls to do OnlyFans. I'm going to manage them. I get it. He's a success story, but why?
I always felt he was overrated as a kickboxer and underrated as a sex trafficking pimp. So, I think that's part of the problem. But I really thought when he got together with Luke Barnett that things were going to change. But I don't know. He didn't seem to improve.
But it's this confidence, which I think that, like, you see it with comics all the time. You see comedians go up there and the jokes are just but they have confidence about them. And,
bro, I'm sitting right here. You don't got to talk to me like that.
The crowds are laughing. The crowds are laughing.
I know. I never bomb really because I'm just confident. I don't give a shit if you don't laugh, and then everyone's happy for some reason. It's like I am cheating. I will say I'm like not a writer like you or a performer like Bill, but I'm like cheating. Like, I'm just confidently saying stupid shit.
Yes, that was the whole point of the statement. Now, by the way, so let's talk about
the Andrew Tate of comedy, baby.
The Dunning-Kruger effect. It's a Dunning-Kruger effect. I love it.
Hey, bro, I'm at the dumb end of the Dunning-Kruger.
So Tony Ferguson won his fight, which was awesome. He beat a guy that was also an influencer, but fuck it, a win.
Title run starts today, baby.
And then, so let's talk about some stories. More than 700 companies that went bankrupt in 2025, including Hooters and Spirit Airlines. What do you think it is, Sean, as far as Hooters going out of business?
I don't know. I'm more surprised to hear Spirit Airlines went out of business. I think I told you last time I flew that I started calling it the above ground railroad. Yeah, it's I was never much for Hooters either way, man, like that or Spirit Airlines. So it doesn't surprise me on either case.
Don, you?
Yeah, the Spirit Airlines, I rode them a couple of times. Is the worst experience of my life, and they lost my belt. And it took me a week to finally get my belts back, but I got it back. And man, I tell you what, I was sweating bullets that whole week. I didn't think I'd never see them again.
Wait, your Pride belt or your actual belt?
My UFC belts.
Oh my
shit.
God! Why were you traveling with your UFC belt?
On Spirit Airlines.
You know what? I have no idea. But I'll never do it again, thank God.
Mayhem, do you travel with your Icon belt or no?
Yeah. Bro, let me tell you, I have lost everything so many times that by that time, my Icon Sport middleweight belt, some kid in Africa is wearing it.
Hey, Icon had some great fighters, man. That's where you beat Robbie Lawler, right?
Yeah. So yeah, no, I know, bro. All my trophies, some asshole, look, on Storage Wars, bought my fucking storage space and got all my pride, everything, all my trophies, whatever. Bro, it's all gone. And then here's the weird thing. The only belt that I have around is the 2005 Naga Championship, which has been scrubbed from the internet. All of my grappling accomplishments scrubbed from the internet. I think the Gracies have something to do with it.
That makes sense.
All right. A Pennsylvania mom tracked down her second grade pen pal only to find out it was her doctor / OBGYN. They're very happy about that.
Wait, so the whole time that she was up in there looking, she didn't notice her friend from second grade?
No, it was her pen pal. She never met her. So that happened. Also, according to a new survey, a third of dating app users are on the apps to try and land jobs. So people are now on
low jobs. Hey,
that wasn't bad.
Beat me to it.
Bill, are you still on dating apps or no?
Sadly, yes. But I used to promote shows, and it doesn't work promoting shows or getting laid, in my opinion.
Well, weren't you on Raya with like the celebrities?
No, I'm waitlisted on that shit. I can't even get on Raya with all the makeup artists in LA.
Oh,
wait, why? Wait, because you just banged too many makeup artists, so now you can't be on
No, because there is some gatekeeper at Raya who's looking at me going, nah, they don't let me in.
Oh,
I'm not cool enough.
So if anyone knows that, that's like basically like it's a Tinder for celebrities that are on it.
Because they have such a hard time meeting women. Like when you're a celebrity, it's so hard.
So according to the New York Post, a man who claims he has the world's smallest penis says it's really affecting his dating life.
You think?
Yes. So he's got a micro penis.
But Dana's already married.
So he has a micro penis. He says it's less than an inch. He has the world's smallest penis. And he says that it affects 0.6% of the global population. And he says that he's 36 years old and he's a virgin.
Oh.
I mean,
how would he know?
I don't know. According to a new study, basically 2024, the things Americans have gotten stuck in their ass, according to the ER, have included eyeglasses, a doorknob, a magic wand.
Well,
that study was conducted by the University of Bruce Buffer.
Yeah, you didn't read about the guy who had a clock up there and he was going, "It's time."
So yeah, here are the worst items people have got stuck up their butts last year. So yeah, it's nails, a baseball, because he said he wanted to an uncooked pasta, an egg, a dog chew toy, a dryer sheet, a doorknob.
Well, how long did it take to cook the pasta? That's my question.
I love that detail is in there. It's uncooked pasta.
Yeah, I'm saying, hey, bro, it's cooked when you're done.
Al dente.
I like to throw spaghetti at the wall, but goddamn.
2 pencils, a 7-inch dildo.
Wait, is that 2 pencils
number
or
2
a number
pencils?
2 pencils?
It says 2 pencils,
Okay.
a broken piece of a butt plug, and tweezers.
Well, it was not broken when it went in, I'll tell you that much. Hey, and those tweezers, hey.
Yeah. That's like an Agatha Christie mystery right there.
Hey, no, what do you mean? It's like a game of Clue.
Mustard in the library.
Hey, I'm fucking Captain Mayonnaise in the fucking living room.
Captain Mayonnaise.
I heard it was Dominic Cruz in the closet.
Hey.
Finally.
So an ex-reality TV star who was a swinger on the TV show Neighbors with Benefits was arrested for child sex trafficking, committing sex acts involving 2 dogs that he owned. So
wait, so these dogs were underage?
No. So separate. So yeah, I guess the boy, that's rough.
I mean,
but yeah. So and Zoe Saldana says that her CGI alien character in Avatar is racist.
Oh God,
it's a blue supremacist, I guess. And then the Jeffrey Epstein Amazon purchase history has been revealed and listed Twinkies, schoolgirl uniforms, prostate massagers, and vaginal tightening pills. So those were things that he ordered.
Time out. What was that last one, bro? I'm gonna have to fucking Google that. Yeah, I'm saying, I'm just constantly poisoning. I'm Cosbying every woman in my life with that.
And then George W. Bush announced that he picked out his funeral song, and it's "Oh Happy Day" from Sister Act 2. McCorkle, what's going to be your funeral song?
I don't know. I always planned out my funeral. I wanted to do what they thought would be a heartfelt recording, and it would just be me going off on everyone who owed me money, who was likely at the funeral, and blaming all of them for my demise and my, death. So that was actually my plan, just to roast everybody, but not in a funny way, in a hateful, get even way. So.
Oh my God!
I used to want to be buried naked, but like with a Viagra before I die, so that way, and then my exes have to see me naked one more time, just like with a big boner. Jason, what about you?
Getting jiggy with it, na. And then they like move the coffin, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show up 45 minutes late to my own funeral just so that motherfuckers know what's up, right? Then I want them to start fucking doing the break dance with me, all the way to the grave. Like that meme. I want 6 black men with stupid hats on to dance me to the grave.
Don, what about you?
Oh my God. Yeah, this is something I've never thought about. And something I'm not putting any thought at all into it.
Oh,
that was too much. Hey, bro, too soon? Hey, look, Daddy did change the world, though. I mean,
true.
All right,
the cops got a second look at him now.
Why do we? What do you have coming up, Don Frye?
I don't know what I have coming up anymore after this conversation. My brain quit working. Shit. Well, I'm going to try and stay alive.
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about, Adam? This man just rolled out of a hospital bed. Bro, what the fuck, dude? Let him get some time to heal up first.
Mayhem, what do you have coming up?
Whatever, dog. Save it there. You know what? I got nothing, bro. Nothing. Book me on something, bro. I need another booking, and I got to get stuff going on the podcast. You got to come on my podcast next year. It's on, bro. It's on. I'm going to rise up in 2026. You guys are all coming with me.
And then what do you got, Sean?
Probably some IV antibiotics at the ER, I guess, are in my future. But I did want to say, while you guys were talking about George Floyd, did you see where those 3 or 4 black kids stole a car the other day and ran from the police for 2 hours?
Yeah,
or something?
11, 12, and 13 or something. Yeah.
Whoa.
I commented on Facebook. I said, "Where is the grandmother?" And nobody liked it.
Oh my God! They said they learned it from YouTube. They said. They said they learned how to steal the car off YouTube.
Oh my God!
But did you get, instead of where are the parents? I said, where's
totally
the grandmother?
Yes,
we got it.
We all got it.
We all
John,
got it. Everybody got it. Bill, what do you have coming up?
Well, I'm at the lovely Reno Laugh Factory right now.
Love that room.
You've done it?
Yeah,
through New Year's, and then and then the Virgil on New Year's with Patton Oswalt, Nikki Glazer on the 1st, and that's it.
Nice. I will be in St. Charles, St. Louis at the Funny Bone first week of January. You guys are great. Happy New Year. I love you.
You can tell how much my girlfriend loves me. I just got out of the hospital for heart, and she brings me an espresso.
Bless her heart. Yeah, be careful, Don. God bless it.
I love you
drink
guys.
matcha now.
Take care, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, bro.